English FA no the most. If the Super League should go ahead. Do you know say the Super League is promising the teams participating 1 billion
each,
1 billion.
Yeah.
Last season, City G Champions League only 80 million. And that's just Tony, a fraction of what the Super League would even give to you. To participate in the tournament.
Yeah.
Now, gradually, as an English league, acquire say a monopoly be when it comes to buying the big players in Europe, having the biggest coaches in Europe. England.
Yeah.
Barcelona are currently struggling. So that is why Barcelona and Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid never objected the Super League. Because they know what the Super League can bring.
Yeah.
Imagine Barcelona having 1 billion to spend. Imagine a football league where FFP is non-existent. Tony, teams need be ebe bleedy. Na teams need be used ebe gaining. This season, UEFA Champions League winner. If you're able to go through the group stages and get to the final and win, 85 million euros.
Yeah.
Tony, compare that to 1 billion euros. Compare that 85 million euros though. If you win the Champions League this season, you are going to get, that's the money you are going to get.
Yeah.
And what the court is saying, they say, see, they have no right to ban their teams. Tony, as we speak, who they say the initial concept of the Super League was supposed to have 12 teams. 6 from England, 3 from Spain, and also 3 from Italy. It is 12 teams. So that was the initial concept of the Super League. Donny. Now the 6 teams from England, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, Man City, and Manchester United. The 3 from Spain, Real Madrid,
Spain,
Barcelona, and also Atletico Madrid. And the 3 from Italy, AC, Inter, and Juventus. Tony, just look at the expenditure of the 6 teams from England. For compare the other 2 leagues, teams from that league, and see how you can see the disparity over there. So the English league the teams are making more money than the other leagues. And that is why a West Ham United, a mid-table team, can raise 40 million plus and sign Kudus. Sans cano de quoi Atletico a bit me nyama bebre wo. So it looks like so far the only league, Tony, that could be against the creation of the Super League. The English FA. Because Tony, this thing will only make them lose more money. And one thing I love is the motto of the English League, the Super League. Tony, it's your motto, no? The best clubs, the best players every week. The best clubs. Just say move the ball league on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So now, the only thing standing between the English teams and the Super League is the English FA.
Yeah.
Say Okasa Okobo Super League. Okay, then you are not playing my league again. You are not going to play in my league. And when you visit the Super League website, Tony, FA, they've not created, they've just written their core mandate over there. And at the end, the last part, look at the MFA, we'll share the last part of what they've written over there. The last part of what they've written over there, Tony, and look at the MFA, no? And it ends like this. I say, we believe club football at European level requires fresh thinking, and can be meaningfully improved, incorporating a profound respect for the game's traditions. We are committed to enhancing fan experience across both men's and women's football, while ensuring financial sustainability. whilst ensuring what? Financial sustainability. So the only thing on their mind, they say, Tony, they'll make their teams what? Make money. Players, they'll play week in, week out and what? And make more money. But you look at the advantages and you also look at the disadvantages. That's what I'm saying. In the next 2 years, Tony, BBC, world football. How is FIFA and UEFA going to take this? Because the creation of the Super League will mean, it could even render them not less powerful than they are now. They might not be influential as they are now. Because the Super League, Tony, teams will have the option to what? To choose between UEFA competitions and what? And the Super League.
Yeah.
So even someone was proposing, then why don't they create a merger? Because you look at the idea of the Super League, Tony, what we are hearing is they will even televise the games free. You see games, the Super League games, no. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, free, TV so. Atletico Madrid, any Inter Milan, free, TV so. Tony, they are making the thing what? Appetizing. Omama Super League ne ya kono. Say the only teams who won't be Kobe, English teams no, because of what? The FE. It will show teams that withdraw. The initial 9 teams don't withdraw now. 6 English teams they count. They had to withdraw due to what? Pressure from what? The FE.
Yeah.
But you ask yourself, for how long are they going to what? Continue. And you know something, the Super League is also very, very what? It's being cautious because on him say English teams they can't sell. Imagine why Super League. There's no Liverpool. There's no Manchester City. There's no Arsenal. There's no Tottenham Hotspur. There's no Chelsea. There's no Manchester United. Tony, imagine the Super League. The competition will be what? Boring.
Yeah.
They understand that. Because Barca Real Madrid need Bayern Munich for what? In the competition. No. They know they need the what? The English clubs. So now the question is, one about the other one, who can what? Lure or convince the other to what? To join. Will UEFA go to Super League and tell them, okay, we understand. So come and let's what? Let's partner and what? And create a league.
Yeah.
Because Super League, we won't hear UEFA cover. You can say Conference League nearby. Because social Super League now, the whole idea is to have what? 60 clubs in what? In different what? Divisions. It's a social UEFA. UEFA has the Champions League, they have the Europa League, and they have what? The Conference League. So I keep saying, the next 2 years in football, Tony, will be very crucial. The next 2 years in football. You see, and the most fascinating thing is, Tony, the whole concept or idea of the Super League didn't start now. So it looks like they test the waters, they rebel more than they what? They lay back. Omubano bekwa ase omai person independence. Obano bekwa no aiden, no asat ati aiden assign. Because the whole concept came up in what? In the 60s.
Yeah. In
the 70s, it sufficed again. In the 80s, then we saw it just 2 years ago. The main brain behind that thing is Fiorentino Perez. Would you say they are trying to create equality by at least, giving all the clubs what? Equal what? Sums of money? Tony, from wherever you look at it, the most affected people will be FIFA, UEFA, and the English FA. Because if Chelsea is buying a Caicedo for 100 million, there's another team in Spain, an Atletico Madrid, who would also what? Raise 100 million to what? To go and buy Caicedo.
True.
It will show more rebel. The people who oppose this thing is the 3 what? Bodies I've mentioned. FIFA, UEFA the most. And now, as you're clipping UEFA wings, no. The ruling alone, clips what? UEFA's what? Wings. The ruling has clipped what? Their wings. So now, what the court is telling them, they say, they do not have what? So much power. And now total what? Power. Over what? The teams. They do not have any right what? To ban the teams. That's the ruling. So now, it will fall on what? The FAs, the respective FAs. Manchester United, Okobo Super League, where league. So you decide between the English Premier League and the Super League. When you said 2 years ago, when the formation of the Super League concept in the Bayern, Tony, UEFA had to forcefully increase the revenues. You can say, basically, Scar, or the clubs, no.
Yeah. So be a slow competition.
Yeah. It's your Macasa Super League, ne banana, or Rezi is Cano, or two Mumomo. And since then, there's been what? Significant what? You can say rises. But Tony, Barcelona will not turn down this chance. That's my problem. Oko Italy, the Italian class are struggling financially. Inter Milan they had to what? Sell most of their players because they are what? They are struggling. Juventus had to what? Sell most of their players because they are what? They are struggling. And as I say, the only league I are comfortable is Premier League. Because they are signing the big players, they are signing the what? The big managers.
Yeah.
Tony, Super League, I don't know if you are in favor. Because if every week someone was saying, every boring. Every week now, Man City, Barcelona, the next week, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. The next week, Atletico Manchester United. Will it get so boring?
No.
Oh, you don't think it will get boring? Every week now, we are big. And you see, one thing too is someone is also looking at the other teams and says, see, these teams will be neglected. How will it impact the other teams?
This issue should be a full debate. Oh.
No, it's a serious. See,
yeah, it's a serious
and after ruling, it's a serious issue.
We'll go to the listeners.
Yeah, because the FA hasn't said anything yet.
Yeah.
UEFA and country, FIFA and country, and these were the people who were objecting what? The Super League. They had their issues with the Super League. So say power no more over the clubs. You hearing? You few both FIFA and what? UEFA. You can't ban the clubs to choose the competition they want to what? To play in. So now they also have to what? Speak to the what? The respective FAs. And I know that with the Spanish FA, oh yeah, then Spanish FA will not ban any club for playing in what? In the Super League. Because they need more money injected into what? The Spanish League. For clubs, the other clubs, Bilbao, Mona, the idea, so that they can also what? Fight for with other teams for what? For players. Because they say, Uyi Real Madrid, Uyi Atletico Madrid, even Barcelona, financially they are not stable. Tony, the rest of the La Liga clubs, no, they have to what? Use their academies and buy 3 million, 4 million. Almost on top players, I guess. So that is why I don't think the Spanish FA will be against what? The formation of Super League. And also because Florentino Perez is what? Is the man in front. He's the one leading the charge. And we know the man's influence. Single-handedly. Tony, he has battled that.
Yeah.
That man alone, Florentino Perez alone, single-handedly. I have not seen any man so influential in football like that man. I'm just imagining Florentino Perez was the president of FIFA.
Continues to change, eh?
That man, Tony, you don't joke with that man, no. Perez, he is one of the reasons why Barcelona are where they are now. Sapapano. No, Perez. No, if you don't fear anyone, fear Perez. Florentino Perez.
Revolutionary.
Oh, now see, the leaked audios, Biaba.
Yeah.
Where did it go? Yes, the leaked audios about some, businesses, Biaba, but where did it go?
You see, I'm information. You say the EPL itself was a breakaway league, and now the UK is scared of an European Super League. So, a law to prevent clubs from UK joining it. They are very selfish and hypocrites.